What's up everyone, welcome to today's video. Welcome to the Video Game Fight School channel. Thank you very much for tuning in. So Ragnarok is on the way, God of War, and it is a very impressionable game. There's no one who's actually played the game and walked through the story that will not tell you that they've been, in a sense, impressed by the way the game was able to tie in good storytelling with action adventure, and even in some cases, a lot of really fun RPG mechanics overall. And I think these are some of the strong points of God of War as a whole in terms of the way it was redone from the 2018 setting. Now, here is the biggest challenge for me overall as someone who's looking at this game and coming from the perspective of having played it. I think I played it about 2 to 3 weeks after the first, release in 2018, and it was quite weird. At that time, we were in the middle of a move, so I couldn't even play it on release, but eventually got my hands on a copy and I played it, and I thought this was such a remarkable game. The fear that I have is that this game, Ragnarok, might not be able to stand up to the first game in regard to story. Now, I know many might say, don't be a downer. Don't be, in a sense, worried because Santa Monica and their writing team, they seem to have nailed down the formula and the story for Kratos all these years. And I know 17 years of the studio actually making God of War, if not more, regardless. I mean, if you look at development cycles, even before the first game dropped and so on and so forth, you have to say and give it to them that, even by and large, a lot of people have come and gone. But at the end of the day, the DNA of the game really does run, deep. It's something that is, I would say, cultural and pivotal to the studio itself. And if you think about it, you can say that maybe there's a possibility that they're not going to run, amok in their story writing, that they're going to stay and remain faithful to what really made this particular iteration of the game the most solid that I've seen, or the most solid in its class in terms of other story games and so on and so forth. If you go back and you kind of like weigh all of that, then you can see where there is some level of assurance in, the entirety of the storytelling. Now, right now, even on the internet, there are spoilers surrounding and regarding the game. I don't recommend that any of you go look at the spoilers. I usually am one of the kinds that would chase down spoilers and find them, but I'm not going to talk about them in the game until after the game has been released and we now know what the plot is. But even for these spoilers, I'm interested to even seeing them for myself. And I know that may sound unorthodox, but I'm one of those people whose spoilers don't really affect much. So yes, I want to kind of have some sense of what's going to go on. I hate surprises. I think that's kind of the thing. I'm also a control freak. And, looking at all of that, it is a struggle of mine to want to keep myself away from the very core aspect of the game, because I'm guessing I'm struggling somehow to see how the game is going to basically be able to do well in terms of its story better than the first game. I'm not saying the game is not going to do well, but in other things like combat, I think the combat designers have already nailed down their system. Some of the smartest people in the industry, I've listened to them speak about their combat in the past, and it was such a delight to kind of, hear their philosophy as to how they approach combat and so on and so forth. It was one of the most delightful showcases. I think they did something about the Valkyrie combat systems, and they talked a little bit about it, and it was quite cool. But these, anyways, are by and large some of the things that I'm looking, forward to as time goes on, as the reveal comes, along. Because in the reveal, we'll start to see some story trailers, some plot points that they want to kind of introduce to us. Everything's not going to necessarily be hidden 100%, but we're going to probably get a, kind of a feel as to what the overall theme for this game is going to be. I've watched the trailers as minimally as I can, just to be able to not go try to figure out too much. And at this point in time, all I'm just doing is, just going, I think it's time for me to just be in the know. So either I'm just going to wait for, maybe more trailers, or at the end of the day, I'm probably going to do the notorious thing of finding these leaks wherever the heck it is that they are and figuring out what's going on. But anyways, I'll talk to you guys in another video. I appreciate you guys' time and audience. Looking forward to the game, and hopefully we'll talk pretty soon in another one. Peace out.